Notes. There. So, while it is very situational, my honorable mention is one of the most interesting moves, but also one of the most failed moves that people could possibly talk about. So, honorable mention, and I will tell you in a moment why, is actually Ultimate Stance. And I will explain why it's one of the 5 best moves in situations, but I also will tell you why it's one of the 5 worst moves in situations, okay? So, let's take it with a grain of salt. Let me, where's my training? So, if your opponent does like this stuff, and you see it, because, like, for example, a close 5L takes at least 5 frames, plus the intention of 6XL. Keep in mind, you have also recovery frames, and you see when your opponent is pushed back, right? So in the end, what you can do is, in this situation here, is actually putting your opponent into the place like this, for example, damn, right? You see this is like pressure game. So this is the point of this move. It's kind of a get away from me move, right? It's actually if this happens to you in pressure games and you see this happening, you can only save it throw out if your opponent goes for another 6XL. But in higher ranks, specifically like S+, and Master rank, you will see the situation as Vaseraga way more often, and therefore it's not the worst move in the game. However, what they also can do is basically bait it and wait it out, right? That's kind of the thing that they can do. Let me show this. So yeah, honorable mention, 6th place on both parts. One of the best moves, but also one of the worst moves. Another thing that I like, why I like this move so much, is for example when your opponent uses dragon punches and shit. Wait, give me a little bit of space. Right, something like this can happen, and you'll still be on plus 27 frames, which gives you at least the option to swap over. Let me show this. Wait, that was not what I wanted. Recovery frames are long, but you get the gist of it. You have options and basically return the pressure. It's not a really good move, but it is a move that works to some degree. However, in certain situations, this move can actually whiff, and then you'll be pretty much minus. For example, here, if you're way too far away, minus 85 is really reactable. But also, one of the options why I like this move, again, is really funny. Because your opponent can do some funny shit like this. The funniest shit that I've ever seen is this. In pressure situations, in stressy situations, you can actually turn your game into a win easily. And you would ask yourself the question, why would you actually brave counter this? This has an entire armor set on it. Keep in mind, stress situations and high value with situations like that, it makes your move completely strange in certain situations to throw out. But the more you use it and the less people expect it, of course, they make sometimes wrong decisions. There is a window where you can actually brave counter it. It is after the move completely hit. I tried to make this work. Give me a moment. I need to start first my move and then that. You see, that is what can happen. So basically, it can be countered, but you need to wait until the final hit hits, and then you'll basically be able to do the brave counter. Strange move. Love it. I use it right now in mastering way more often than I should. Possibly, who knows. It's, in my honest opinion, not as bad of a move as people might make it out to be. Some people said it is a very useless move, and I tend to agree if I didn't know how much it can actually help you in high-stake situations, okay? So keep that in mind. High-stake situations, defensive situations, 5 frame startup for the armor to happen. Keep this in mind. might actually hurt your feelings. But if you get the move, you get the move. From my number 5 on Vaseraga's best moves, I will give you explanations and stuff, is actually this. And the reason is pretty obvious. Look at the frames. Look at the frames. Your opponent has 12 frames to react. 12 frames. That is almost not noticeable. This is like a split second. Not even that. Your opponent almost can't react. They need to predict this move, and then you have more options. For example, so let me do this, right? If I get them here. If they don't, I can do this, and then it whiffs, right? If they jump, it whiffs. However, as a counter option, you can do something like this. If you expect them to jump, you have an option like this. Or in other corners, like let's go back to the mid screen. And you don't want to be hit by 228 because it does more damage than anything. It leads into combos and shit. However, still, this move opens up your opponent so frequently. Of course, if you do want to make it more professional, making mix-ups with grab and 66L as also 66H can happen depending. However, 66H, for example, can get the jump, and then you have an easier time to do whatever you feel like. It's not, again, an amazing move, but it does what it does best, and command grab mixed in with other grabs in general is ridiculously well done. You can use it in stance. If you have armor, your opponent most likely thinks, oh my god, I'm blocking here, I can't do anything. In these situations, you have the command stance, right? Let's imagine that. You can run forward. You can run forward here and basically ask your opponent to get them free. You can blast them away. So yeah, this is more on the other side, but we will get to that move later. For the number 5 worst Vaseraga moves, I think I can go safely is unarmored stance. And I say unarmored stance specifically, because in the end, if your opponent knows that you don't have armor, you most likely will catch either a 6XL, or you will also be able, you'll be seen as a target practice, and you will be grabbed in some situations, right? Because you are unarmored. Of course, armored grabs will also be grabbed, right? But 5L, like Stance L, in my opinion, has this one property. It is a threatening move, but it is, of all the moves that I've seen as really unworthy to talk about or really bad, 5L, Stance L is the worst of all of them. However, it has its usage. For example, if your opponent just turns, let me just showcase, as again, another showcase. If your opponent does this, wait, they run away, right? They dash, or they just do this. Let me show this. You still can follow them with 22L in this case. Or they do this, right? They just walk around like this and stuff. They expect you to do anything. You're far away. As you can see, Gran can't do anything from this distance. So you have possible choices. And in the end, you get their feet. This is why people love to get their feet. So, 5th worst move in Vaseraga's kit, Stance L. While it has still usage, keep in mind, it is the worst move, the first worst move, but it has still its usage. You can still do this, you can still do this, you can still do this. And in certain situations, it can actually help if you prophesize yourself a Dragon Punch. Let me show this. If you prophesize yourself a Dragon Punch, you have at least that, right? You have at least that, and this 5U is like still armored from frame. Let me just see. Yeah, something like frame 14 or something is armored, so you have a choice here. You don't need to use it, but it is a choice. Alright, what do I have on number 4? Oh yeah. Of course, I'll get into tackle. Let me put this off. Tackle can be very frustrating to deal with, especially if you have like moves that wind up. Let's see, for example, here. That's too fast, wait. If she's doing like this in high pressure situations, or she's doing something like this, not that, this one. There. Not every color main, keep this in mind. So you have these two moves to deal with as Vaseraga, but keep in mind, you can do this. Wait. Once you see her moving up, winding up that move here, you are basically go in for free with this. Let's see the other one. Wait. Of course, we have Armored Stance then, and Armored Tackle, of course, that can deal with it better. But in my honest opinion, if you see this happening, if you're far away and she's setting up a trap, keep in mind you can just basically throw out a tackle for free. And that is always a good get-in tool. And then she will be cowering in blocks and try to get out of the situation. And then we're getting into, what can I do here? I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, for example, bam. Right, stuff like that. Okay, what do we else have? 2-2H heavy is, in my honest opinion, a little bit situational. It only does a few things. Either you jump, your opponent jumps here, and then you get catched, and then she gets catched in basics, right? For example, here. Where she, not crouching, jumping, yeah. 2 jumps. Then this move can be useful and leads into really big tackles and stuff and really big combos, for sure. Wait. Yo, that's the that's the actual background behind this thing. If your opponent jumps here, yes, it can catch your opponent, but if they block it, nothing happens. You'll be -4 and be punishable, basically. However, this move has another problem, and it can be spot dodged. You can spot dodge this move. You see? Very dodgeable. And they can spam legitimately that, and you'll be still on minus. Well, that was a bad one. What I like to do in pressure situations, for example, is this. I knock them down and then actually use the stanced version, the uncharted one, or either. Reason why I do this is because, again, in stress situations, people don't know that you can actually spot dodge it. It is a very slow frame window. You have all the time to spot dodge this stuff, because I need to wait for your wake up here. But this, for example, would be this is the perfect example of why people actually fear this move so much. In those situations with longer wind-ups, where the opponent is a little bit flying further and flying longer, can be helpful, and I actually recommend to do this a little bit more often, like in grab situations. Bam. Can actually bring your opponent into a stressy situation where they will see this and they won't do anything but block, because it's the safest option for them in their mind, but it isn't true. So while I'm saying this move is one of the worst ones, it is still definitely something that I would call usable. I couldn't put it into the worst spots nor on the best spots as much, the charged version, so I took specifically the uncharged, because yeah, this one gets you -4. You will be able to be punished, and Vaseraga doesn't like punishes as much. Alright. Now to one of my the top 3 moves in my honest opinion. This move does various things. It combos, it helps you to get out of the corner. It is an amazing move if your opponent doesn't block it. Let's set our opponent to jump here, right? So what you can do is, my number 3 for the best moves is definitely you tackle, because you can do stuff like this. Wait, even if you if they jump over it, you still have an option here. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, bam, bam, bam. Nope. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, that is one of the reasons why I hate this height tackle to some degree, but it still is a good move. Ultimate tackle, in most situations, if you are in stressy situations, your opponent expects you to do command grab, right? Ultimate command grab. What you can do is basically this, and then reset the situation where you are not in the corner. They stop jumping, And then you'll be, damn. Now you're in a corner and you can do your pressure game. Depending on how you structure it, it might actually work in honest truth opinions. Reversing into that situation, in my honest opinion, is really good. He isn't Vaseraga isn't the only one who could do that, but in my honest opinion, like if you use your ultimate tackle like a dragon punch and don't abuse it when you are in the corner, you might have an easier time. But still, one of the best moves. You can you can basically do various things. One of the other situations that can happen if you are in the corner, again, your opponent does this, stuff like that, right? Bum, 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 bum. Stuff like this, right? And you can see why this move actually works so much. If they do double 6-6L, for example, to mix you up, wait, then you can heavily punish them for that. Wait, that was the first one. I need to take the second one. Wait, bam, bam, bam. Of course, I could actually just do that. It makes sense. Now, you reverse the situation here, and they'll be in a spot where they don't want to be. Again, reversing in this game is actually helpful. Now, yeah, hit range. This move goes nowhere. Ultimate command grab. You're like, Let me actually do this at the beginning here. It should be fine. Yeah. Where's this going? Can we actually show the hit properties, like the grab properties? Where's my grab property? Here. The grab properties. You see this? Give me just a moment. I'll try to stop it in the right frame. I couldn't try to stop it in the right frame. Really hard to do this. So even if I stand here, yeah. Even if I stand like here, this should be not grabbing, but it does grab. Okay, so this is the maximum amount of range. Still, command grab is your only reversal, and it only works on grounded characters, right? So with ultimate command grab, you have this at least in your bag that you have a somewhat decent reversal. But let me be honest, like command grab gave me more problems rather than it helped me. And that is bad. That is legitimately a bad thing to say. If your only reversal is just here for the sake of reversing it, but as soon as you do see something like this, you're eating dragon punches with this. You're eating fucking dragon punches for this. Of course you can do the fuse lit, but let me be honest. You need to be very specific with your inputs, and you need to know when they are jumping, because they can delay their jump, right? And in the end, if they delay their jump, then yeah, congratulations. You have 50 meter used for nothing, and they will definitely punish you for that. Or they do something like, let me show this in a moment here. Wait, stop jumping, stop jumping. They can do this here, for example. Just jump over, and you'll be definitely then put it in a spot where you don't want to be. You reverse the situation, but it doesn't help you. Because you have, let me see how many frames you will take. I think it's over 60. Yeah, 97. 79, I'm sorry. Number, right? 79 frames for whiffing. The jump costs 48. That means you are 31 frames in disadvantage. Basically means they can do in these 31 frames so much damage on Vaseraga, like an entire combo kit of damage. Let her jump, do something like this, and then this, bam, something like this, and it will definitely cost you your life sometimes. So as a reversal, you need to watch your opponent so specifically and then basically react on that. Yes, you have invulnerability until the move finally hits and stuff. I think it's like for like 60 frames or something until the grab comes out the moment. But it's still really bad. It's one of my least favorite moves right now, and I thought at the beginning that this move is amazing because it catches opponents, but the more I've played and the more I've ranked up to master, I used it less and less and less. I use it occasionally, even in midfield when my opponent is jumping over something because they don't expect it, because they think this is just a reversal. Keep in mind, it gives you invulnerability about every move, and if they, for example, do this, nope. Let me do this one. Nope. If they do something like this, wait. Okay, that is a good thing, right? Or they do something like this. You catch them off guard. Yes, it goes through SSBAs and SBAs. In actuality, about all of them. My favorite contender for this is Avatar Belial, right? Let me show this one in a second. This one is a heartbeat, let me be honest. I think the SSBA is this one, right? Yeah, SSBA. Right, you can do this. You expect them to grab. But since I've done my input before, it whiffs completely. And they're down 50 meters, while you're down 50 meters, well, they're down 100 meters. And keep in mind, Abel is most of the time in that life spectrum. Let's see, I think he's let player run, right? So in his life spectrum, when he has SSBA, he's on 30% life. And has most likely also no bravery points. Or because he activated, he has like 1 then, right? It's kind of that thing. You see that? Like 30% life. Wait, there was a misstep. You will still see it won't hit me. Oh, this one will hit me, okay, because they used it too early. Too early? Could be too early? No, that one was actually pricey. So, yeah. Then they have 1 bravery point and are down to like just 10% or something. Occasionally a good move, but you need to predict their movement and you need to predict what they will do. If they jump, if they do SSBA, something like that, you need to predict that shit. But in the end, it can be fun to use, don't get me wrong. It is a really fun, interesting move with good vulnerability, but that I couldn't give it the worst spot. Most of the time when I think about this, command grab does 0. I mean, ultimate command grab, we need to say this. Ultimate command grab basically for Vaseraga does nothing. Alright, so... Well... Oh yeah, this will be an amazing video. People will hate it or love it, depending on how you look at it. So... I've talked about this in a rare situation, right? Where you're looking at this and you're like, what the hell is this? Let me just put this down here. I don't need the music for myself. Number 2 on my list for the best moves right now is this. And I know this is a little bit strange. Let me explain this. Look at the range that I have with this move. Look at the range. Almost reachable from any perspective. I could basically stand here where ultimate command grab doesn't grab, and I grab my opponent like this. Right? Okay, I know what you want to say. This move doesn't combo into anything or has any combo potential, and you would be right. However, one of the favorite things Vaseraga Main would do is something like this, right? Wait, I whiffed because I was too pushed far away. So this one, for example, is a setup that Vaseraga Mains can do. And no one ever reacts to this. What they most likely do is they will crouch. Let me show this in a situation. This is not a joke. This happens in all levels. I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to shit you or anything. I'm trying to make you understand that not everyone is an amazing player, and not everyone actually reacts to certain things. Because we are all humans, right? We make mistakes. I can put it down here, but you know, let me set it up like this. I block and then go crouch, right? Bit like that. Let me just showcase again. I'm stupid right now. I'm thinking about crouching. Why do I think about that? So, and then you see them crouch. That's most of the time what happens, right? You see them crouch and you're like, why would you crouch here? I have nothing in my... Too far away. I need to learn this more better. Like, you see them crouch here, bam, and you get grabbed. And you ask yourself, why did I get grabbed here? I mean, yes, of course. You will say, but you can jump it. And you would be right. You can jump it. You can jump it. And you would be right to assume that, because it's right to assume that. You would be able to jump it. But most of the time, if I hit you, you will definitely crouch it. Most players do that. It's even happening in Master and Grandmaster. It happens in S++. It happens in S+. In certain situations, your opponent will just stand there and take the hit, or just block the hit and then crouch. This move gives Vaseraga mains in the entire game 3000 fucking damage, and I don't know why people crouch it, and honestly, I don't personally care. You do you, right? This is also another version of use it, haha, lol. Or setups like this. No, wait. I need to wait for this standing. But you get the point. It's not a combo move, but it is definitely a move that actually, in situations where it should work, doesn't work, and it shouldn't work, where it does actually somewhat work, and nobody knows why. It's like every player in this game has like this mental mindset. The first hit, far M, hit me. Far L, hit me. What do? I crouch. I crouch block. And this is basically kind of a mental stack situation, right? Like, if you do far L or like, where's far L? Far L and then this is definitely something that is a good setup. Far L and then bam, command grab. Or far M and command grab, bam. In the end, you can also do far H and command grab, but people will react to this one more. So those two, far M and far L, in my honest opinion, set this move very well up. And even if they don't have it on mental stack, if they think, okay, they see stance, they forget they can do this. Vaseraga mains can do this. Command grab, like command stance, and then that. Even after the first step, you can be basically saying, hey, I'll just do this and you'll be done. They need to block the first hit and then basically say, oh my god, I'm in a situation where I don't want to be. Right? So, yeah. But this is basically leading me into the number 1 spot later, but let's go over for my personal hate move through M. I tell you right now, yes, it has these combos. It works pretty well in midfield, right? Like something like this. Wait, something like this is completely fine, nice and dandy. But your hit connection to that part is, like, the light part, for example, is so strange sometimes. And you feel like, wait, what's going on here? Right? Now it hits. This can hit. It's fine. But if it doesn't hit, like, for example, this one. Again, because it's a strange move, it sometimes doesn't connect. Especially here in the corner. You need to actually think about something, so... And if you're a little bit slower... Wait. You can whiff your entire move. The worst contender, in my honest opinion, is this one. Wait. I need to just stop the blocking here. Stop blocking. Doesn't block. This one here. You see that? You see that? You need to mash this shit. And then you need to mash the entire combo. Let me show this in a short case. You need to mash this shit. You need to mash this. Without this, you will not be able... Without mashing, you won't get this hit. But keep in mind, you're playing mostly online. That means you most likely have frame lag. You most likely have some sprite lag sometimes. Depends on the situation, the stage and everything. But in these situations, something like this can be an occurrence. Oh, my favorite thing that happens, and it fucks me over so much, is this. You get the point, right? It's sad when it happens. Because of frame lags, because of input frame delays and stuff can happen. Still, this move gets a knockdown. The only thing that I most likely do is trying to get a combo or something, or I just say, okay, you know what, I got my combo, I got my knockdown, get my armor up, right, is more threatening. That helps me way more than anything. So, if I miss this, I'll be +3, and this is only just barely. Hate this move. I need to know, I need to say, yes, I need to use this move more, definitely, that's for sure, not more often, but I need to use this move. It's sad that it is this way. But god damn it, do I hate this move. Me and that move, we are not getting together in ways not really fun. Now, I just talked about it with command grab, right? So we need to talk about it in general. This move is doing so much. I'm waiting here. Like, it works overtime. It doesn't ask you for questions. It is taking out, you know, your privacy. It helps you so much in certain situations. It is doing your taxes. It is taking care of your children while you take your wife or girlfriend to dinner. This move does everything. Like, Vaseraga's general moveset is so surrounding on this one. It is so fucking ridiculous what you can do. While I talked about the light stance, keep in mind I talked about the uncharged light stance and stuff, because light stance is very situational. It has its usage like a really good... and this is the only occasion where I basically say that's why the move is still good. Let me actually change into... character. That's fine. You know, so... You can do something like this, fake out your opponent, and then they keep them guessing. Right? You, as a master rank, you want to make your opponent keep guessing. Right? You change it. You can delay it. You can do this. You can do just that, just for threatening. If they stand up straight or they block it. If they stand up straight and block, like this can also happen. This is the funniest shit ever. They always block in stance, somehow. This happens in all ranks. Doesn't matter that you don't know it. This is matchup experience. Right? They do this, and you can do that. And they... My personal favorite is if you get a really fun knockdown. Like this one. Or one of my favorite things to do is basically get an entire combo and stuff. Be far away, and then bam. Right? Not too far away, that was too far away, shit. You know, get the ultimate, get a combo, something like that, and then you're like doing this and they don't expect it, swipe your feet and congratulations, you got like 2000 damage. It's like really cool. I mean, I don't say no to that stuff, right? We shouldn't say no to this stuff. This move sets up so many things, even on start, while we are at this start. Your opponent when jumps in, get me back to the start. Your opponent jumps in because he wants to do an aerial. Let's for example do that. Let's do that. That was a high aerial, but sometimes you can this. Like your stance is so promotional for this match, for this game in general as a Vaseraga main. You can do, for example, if they do some combos and they end up like with an ultimate. I think my favorite contender for this one is, where is she? I mean, you have seen this multiple times, right? Where she does something like this. Wait, not that one. This one is it. So you see this and you're like, what the hell am I supposed to do here, right? Wait. actually need a bit armor to make this work. Sorry. I'm so bad in multitasking and multi-thinking. Right? She does something like that. You can basically stop her. And this is why I say you tackle, for example, you ultimate is a really good move to keep people like that use this, abuse this move from time to time. So much inject. So yeah, stance. Stance is your go-to move. The best part about that is you can grab opponents. You can grab opponents all day long. You see them, they see you running in stance upwards to them. I think, sorry, situation here. In corner, you can grab your opponent and then do this. And I tell you why this is important. Let me show this. I think if you've seen it once, you've already seen it, but let's keep it real. We need to say this. So, counter on wake up. I want you to grab. Do a grab, do a grab, do a grab. Where's the grab? Throw. Here. So, they do this. You seen it? It whiffs. Grab. Do this first. Record it. You've seen it, right? Like, even if they mash in wake up, because they see this move happening, most of the time what you will eat is a Dragon Punch, for sure. A Dragon Punch is what will definitely break the armor. Well, let's just go with a Dragon Punch here for a counter setting. Wake up, Dragon Punch. Which one was Dragon Punch? No. Let's do this. Bam. You expect a Dragon Punch, and then you can punish them for free, because this move is ridiculously good. It's kind of an anti-Dragon Punch moveset. If you approach in these situations, for example, your opponent is pretty much forced to use a Dragon Punch, right? Like this. And keep in mind, you can actually... This is really bad. If you approach here, like, if you approach UL in Dragon Punch, you can do this and then punish it really hard again with a big combo and stuff like that. This is the best move in the entire Vaseraga kit. In all honesty, it does everything you need. This is your go-to move. It has several settings, like amazingly on the startup. If your opponent really wants to jump in, you can do this. If they do far jump, you do this. Just wait for them, right? You don't do it like immediately. You need to wait for the far jump to reach your hitbox. Bam, easy. If they run away, you do this. Basically swiping their feet, right? It's amazingly moveset. If they do Dragon Punch... Wait. Ah, wrong corner. If they do this... I mean, that was a bad stance. Dragon Punch, so easy to punish. However, keep in mind, there are Dragon Punches that actually make this move completely useless. I think a big example for this one might be Percival. Percival is one of the Dragon Punches that's the strangest, but also one of the funniest. I will show this also just in a moment. Give me a second. Where's Percival? Percival, 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 Percival. Where's the King of Flames? There he is. He has one of the funniest Dragon Punches where I always think, what did they try to intend here? Because I'm not feeling it. Let me show this. Okay. Give me some armor. Yeah, he was here invincible. Let me show this. Wait. Before he's uplifting himself, he's not invincible. So I'll show this again. Give me a moment. In a finely timely manner. That was on me. He's not invincible. You see that? You see that? I'll take a step back. Bam. I am not really sure what they thought about this Dragon Punch, but either might be a bug, might be a problem, but I think this is the funniest Dragon Punch I've ever seen, because when I see this coming out and unexpected, in that situation, for example, I'm just laughing my ass off, and it's really funny. Because, yes, in those situations, he might be in a pressure situation again. Can happen. That's the point of Vaseraga. He pressures really hard, and if he pressures you, you're supposed to do something really strange. But yeah, funniest shit I've ever seen, and I loved it. I love the shit out of this move. This move is amazing. It does everything. Sometimes even approaching uncertain matchups, strangely enough, as it sounds, can be a very safe option to get through some stuff. Especially a character that doesn't have like multi-hitting hitboxes on projectiles. I think Vikala might be one of those characters where you want to use this stuff. And you're like, I don't give a damn, you can do whatever you want, girl. Or they have a melee hitting SSBA, right? For example, I think Percival also has one. Nope. Nah. You're not supposed to do that. Yeah. It's a multi-hitting one. It's a melee hitting one, right? And all you need to do is just wait for that and then bam, in your face. Crouch Slingshot is the funniest shit. I love this move. It's definitely your best friend in any worst situation you might think about. I know that you can actually also charge your SSBA with yeah, you can charge it and then basically do this, and it's not doing damage, right? But it doesn't matter since Vaseraga is in stance, and let me show what I mean. When they charge it, sorry, let me go into stance, they do this, and you're basically saying, why do you do that? I mean, you could even make it funnier, right? You can make it even funnier, where you stand in your stance, they use their SBA or SSBA, and you're like charging that, just for the fun's sake. You don't get more damage, but it is something that you don't really give a shit about, right? Because in the end, what is he supposed to do? Any character with that kind of SSBA or SBA is definitely freaked by this entire moveset, like this entire moveset of stance. Jumping won't work as much. Running back won't work as much. Blocking too early or trying to jump back can be caught by this one. Doing Dragon Punches can be caught by this one. Doing SSBAs can be caught by this one. Yeah. I feel like they completely knew what they were doing, as also you have possible grabs. This is a grab, right? You do stance, this is a grab. You can do normal stance and still get the EX grab. You can do EX stance and still get the EX grab. You can also do EX stand while you use just a normal grab to get close to them. And when they jump, of course, we need to talk. This is the only situation where I feel like this move does something. And I finally remember why I just don't like this move, but it has its actual situations where it can work to some degree. Jumping. Right, you're in stance, they jump, they try to jump over, you see them jump, right? It's like that kind of stuff. However, this part is why I like this move so much. You can get so much shit in corners. They try to jump over, you're like pretty far away, do that, bam, 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 bam. Sorry, I misinterpreted my stuff. But okay, this is the best move in my honest opinion in Vaseraga's kit, therefore definitely the #1 move, and I think the entirety of the Vaseraga mains will definitely agree. Either it's the second best move or the best move, and this move does so many amazing shit things, okay? Alright. Now let's go over to my least favorite move, and this is a auto move. It's a simple move, but I hear already the comments, the people talking about it. But this is Vaseraga's fastest move, and you already heard right. This is Vaseraga's fastest move. Well, taste this. Taste this. You see the hitbox? I see the hitbox. 60 frames, and it comes out frame 8. Frame 6, sorry. I mean, yes, it gives you +4, but this one is frame 7, and it gives you +8 on it, right? So, and the hitbox is decently good. You have a far hell, right? This. You see that, right? It also show the message. It says high. It doesn't say low. It says high, 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 high. Let me show this. Low. Low. You can't see it, but it says low. You see that? Low, 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 low. This is his mashable move. It comes out on frame 6. And let me show this also. This is important. This is important. This one has a hitbox. And look at the pushback. I can do this one twice. Let me just make this opponent block. You should block it, not occasionally. Not after initial hit. I'm sorry, my mistake. Crouching. You see the pushback? If he does that, let me show this. If he does, for example, 2H, he can still grab. I can't. This is bullshit. So yeah. There you have it. I've ranted for like 50 minutes, actually almost an hour, about Vaseraga's best moves, but also worst moves. Gave you situations why and this move is better than this move. And I feel like if you like Vaseraga and you want to learn Vaseraga, keep this list in mind. It's just my honest opinion. I will post it on the Vaseraga Court to hear their opinion, but I feel like there might just some abbreviations and deabbreviations sometimes. But I feel like I'm pretty on spot with this one. Well, they most likely can also disagree. But again, this is a tier list. 5 best moves, 5 worst moves. Therefore, take it. It is just my opinion. And I feel like the more you will use the moves, you will find the same situations. Okay, this one doesn't work. This one does work. It works for me here. It didn't work for me on this other gameplay, so I need to look into this, why this move actually freaking sucks. However, I am in Master since December, and this is like almost a month right now, and I feel like I could basically say this move might be more amazing. This move has its situations, and the more I actually look into Master Rank, you get pressured by 6/6Ls and stuff, and therefore I needed to give Ultimate Stance at least a discussion point, because everyone dismisses this move as incredibly bad. This move goes nowhere. It doesn't do anything. I think I'm one of the, least amount of players in Master Rank that actively uses S22U, and I'm kind of sad about that, because Vaseraga has good move kits in general. It does work with his move kit in general too. It can catch Dragon Punches, it can catch Ultimate Dragon Punches, it can catch SSBAs, it can catch, what was the other one? Yeah, 6/6Ls, of course, 6/6Ms, 6/6H, it doesn't matter which version. It does so much, but it is only occasional, and in my honest opinion, that's just what I think about 22H, 22U in this case. So yeah. Now, if you like this video, I would highly recommend watching other videos on my channel. There's more to come in the future. This is just another video that I wanted to make. There's also coaching videos. If you are interested in coaching sessions, you can just come up to the lobby from Monday and Wednesdays. I'll be in the lobby for at least an hour, and I can give you advice for S+, S++ upwards, because even as you are as an A rank, S rank, or even lower ranks, doesn't matter. If you want to learn this game, I highly recommend it. Best part about that is the game is completely for free. You can download it. There's in my description is a download link for Steam, for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. You can download this game for free. You don't need to pay anything. Every character plus Gran will be available. You have a set of characters every week that changes with Gran together. You will always have 3 different other characters that you can play. However, you cannot play, sadly, DLC characters or test them out. What you also cannot do, I think I'm not really good in talking about that. But you can join the lobby, you can rank up your character, you can learn the game, and you can go in and have fun, find new friends. The lobby is amazing, the players are amazing, and I highly recommend that. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, leave a comment in the comment section, tell me what you think about this list, and keep in mind, what was the last part that I wanted to say? I forgot. Anyway, that's it. The 5 best Vaseraga moves as also the 5 worst Vaseraga moves in one video. Took me a while because I wanted to explain in situations why and why not. I do coaching sessions Monday and Wednesdays from 8 o'clock up to 9 o'clock. I try to make that work, even if my rank up session doesn't work properly. I still do coaching sessions for free. You don't need to join any Discord or anything. In the end, I just want to help out this game to grow, to make you a better player, to have fun on this game, give you tips to approach the game in different manners, to approach the game in fun and method, as also possible new ways for you to grind your character and give you some hints for free how you do that. I've already 3 sessions in. My second session right now is Jorex. It will come up. It's already up right now, and you should definitely join it. You should definitely watch it because it's an S+ player. He most likely watches the video and has a little bit of knowledge then. And yeah. Anyways, I wish you a good day, good night, good evening whenever you watch the video, and have a good one. Heavy Elite, over and out.